He's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They run again on first down. Lynch. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now Wilson, escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. I got this.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
We're scoreless after 1.
You got 3 down.
Here we go.
Tight end on Ringo.
One, Omaha. Hey, Delta.
Check 557.
Flag.
Pick it up. Check.
Hey, gun.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard
distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check 50, check 50.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Green 80.
Line 36.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Roof and clean.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Go down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Quan Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. Shit. 12.
SOS.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
I got you.
Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Carson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On second down, it's Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Reload. Be done. 50 seconds to mark.
Here we go.
Zoom. 56.
Now Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 57 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Mike. 65. He don't know no better. White. Shit. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, gun.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Switch it. Come on, switch. 11. I got you.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
That's it, baby. We got to work.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 37.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check down. 2. 57. Check back.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Brings up second down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Armstead getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. One, Omaha. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
A gain of 21 yards. And a 49er first down.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
180. Ready? Check 4.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Hey, gun.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Carson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They run again with Carson, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lynch. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Hey, gun.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Flush to his right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, fellas, here we go. I got you.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Being chased out left. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Watch out. Hey, gun.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. On first down, Wilson, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively?
Did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, "Guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there."
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.